Hi, welcome to Royalty Tarot. I'm Queen T, here to do a general reading for the elements. The elements are elements are water. I'm sorry, y'all. Elements are water, air, fire, and earth. We're going to do air signs in this particular reading. That's Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Keep in mind that these are generals, so they may or may not resonate. Hopefully they do. If they don't, check out the other videos or get your own personal reading. Send questions to queenteee814@gmail.com. It's an email. Payments are accepted through Cash App. We're going to see what air signs have today. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. To jump. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. This is a general read. Check out your sun, your moon, or your rising. You're more than just your sun sign. How was that eclipse energy? Look at these cards just jumping. Come on. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Yeah, no, I ain't about that life. Switch up the decks on them. I'm going to use the vice versa tarot deck for the air signs. Like I said, we not afraid. We use different ones. Certain ones don't want to talk. Air signs. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Y'all had some type of completion. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. We got one out so far. There we go. We just want to talk. They said, pick me. They don't hold nothing. They say they don't hold their time. My cards is just like y'all right now. They don't want to hold their time. Got some type of action going on. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay. Okay. Too many here fell out. There we go. Two more. Thank you so much. There go two. There we go. Alrighty. Now, okay, bottom of my deck is some type of swift communication. Something coming in fast. You got the 8 of Wands. This is the 8 of Wands. Sometimes the communication can be loving, and sometimes it's just the truth. But it's some type of action coming in swift towards you. So it's not limited to just communication. It's something coming fast. And all right, you got the Knight of Wands. You got the Queen of Wands. You got the Hierophant. You got the Chariot. You got the Major Arcana of the Death card. You got a lot of Major Arcana. And then you have the Queen of Cups. Okay, alright. And let's read this. You have the Knight of Wands. So I already said that it was some swift communication or something coming in fast, right? So you have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very much assertive. Okay? Very much assertive. Fast energy coming in towards you. That's very much assertive, or how do you say, blunt, abrupt, and blunt. It could be blunt. But is he on a unicorn? Oh, okay now. He on a unicorn. Now, do they actually exist? Of course not. So something, to the imagination, or something that's unseen, unheard. So maybe you could be coming in swift with something that's, how do you say, unseen or unheard, new to somebody or something. And you have the major arcana of the Chariot. He's holding a caduceus, which is like a healing energy. He's victoriously moving forward. This is not gender specific. I'm just saying he because it's somebody on the card. Because this can be definitely male and female. It's just an energy. But this is somebody who's leading. Look at the black and white, the yin and yang. Okay, this is somebody who's leading with their heart and their mind aligned. They're not just coming with just emotions. They're not coming with just facts. This is somebody who is aligned and leading with their truth and being courageous and leading forward. I want to say that you probably reflected on certain situations, because this is in the past energy. Reflected on certain situations where you had to be this person of the Chariot. Okay? You had to be strong no matter what the outcome was, right? Whether it was in your favor or not, you had to be strong and lead with your truth and move forward. So this is just telling me that you had to move forward. Okay? He got a whole armor down with the lion on his chest. Like I said, that lion is courage. Okay? So you had to remove all fear. Even if you had it, you still had to take action on something and be assertive in something. I got the Queen of Wands. Okay? She's very much confident. Of course, it would be my favorite because I'm a Queen of Wands. I'm a Leo. But no, it doesn't just lead to the energy of fire. It's just somebody who's confident in themselves and what they do. I wouldn't say conceited. I'd say confident. They're assertive. They are not easily distracted. Once they want something, they the go-getter. They're the passion. They're the drive. Okay? And that's what I feel with that. I feel like you were very much assertive in something, and whatever action it was. You were being assertive with the Knight, and now you are embodying that energy of the Queen of Wands, being strong, courageous, and confident, okay? Not marching to the beat of anybody's drum. You have the major arcana of the Death card now. On the shadow side, that's life-changing events, right? That's what we call the Death card. It's when things are changing. You can't go back, right? It's like once you're born, you here. You can't go back inside your mother, your womb. You gotta live, you gotta ride it out. Just like when you graduate from the 12th grade, you can't say that was so fun, I want to go back. Once you are at a state of completion and you know you've learned something, how they say, you can't unlearn what you learned. Alright? But on this side, look at the sun. This change is actually good. Okay? So energy focus on you is you arising after this change, accepting the change, knowing that whatever that came about is actually to grow you, to better you. That change was needed. Okay? And you're probably in the midst of it right now, right? The change was most certainly needed. This woman in the back is dancing. She got her foot up. I hate to pick the card up again, but she got her foot up, as you can see, right? Dancing in the sun, naked. The sun illuminates a lot of things. So whatever this change was, you're probably aware of it now. It's not like you're in the dark about it or it was sad. Even if it was a change that was, how to say, more than likely out of our control, we're okay with it. We're accepting of it because we know that it had to happen. So this is not a sad change. And even if it brought about some, like I said, growing pains, you know, especially with next to this Chariot, that your logic is aligned with your heart. And it could be due to anything. Death, the death card is not limited to just an actual transition of death. It's a transition in life, period. So it could be a job change. It could be a relationship change. It can be somebody actually transitioning, somebody moving out. You starting a new, like it's something new. And even if, like I said, the transition of life where somebody passed on and went to our divine, the higher power. This is something where you have to be okay with it because you knew that it was like probably some suffering or something like that. You get what I'm saying? You have to be okay with the change because what they were in the midst of, or whatever it was, wasn't helping. It was actually hurting. So I got after that I got the major arcana of the Hierophant. Now this is teachings, values, lessons, beliefs, traditions, things that you grew up with, things that you hold, things that you're committed to, higher institutions, courts, anything of that nature, right? And next to the Queen of Wands, where she's confident and courageous, is in the reverse. So maybe it's some untraditional things that you're getting to, or releasing those values that you held on to because they weren't serving you anymore, or setting your own traditions and values, learning things through your own moral values and beliefs. You're learning your own, not something that was passed down to you. Some people are stuck, in certain things. You might be of a different religion. You might just be doing your own thing. It's not of, how they say, the classic and the traditional cliches. Like it's very much different. Setting your own rules. You're birthing your new ones. Look at that. The baby got the key. So this is brand new to you. All right? This is brand new. I feel like you are holding on to your new beliefs and values. And then you got the Queen of Cups. But it came out. I had to flip it. When it flips on the reverse. So it's not more so the shadow energy. It's just that you're turning your back. This is somebody who's open and offering their cup, right? She's not even looking at it. She's loving. In this deck, she's the Empress. Growing, abundant, giving, kind, caring, empathetic, sympathetic, sometimes compassion, but I think that's more so the Queen of Wands. But it's on the reverse. It's like, I don't want to say you being selfish or cut off. I want to say like you focus more on yourself, giving yourself that love, knowing that what you do, your choices is the right choices, even if nobody else agree, right? So that's what I feel from this card. I might get different meanings from time to time because I'm just reading from what I feel. Okay, so that's what I get there. You got the seashells and all that. I don't want to think of like Little Mermaid, but you know how she, just that innocence, that new home, that calmness of the water. There's a stork on the back. Like I said, you birthing your own beliefs and values. Especially with this stork on the back. I don't know if it can't be a flamingo. But yeah, I just feel like you're bringing your own beliefs and values, right? Storks in folklore, folktale brings babies, right? So it could be a pregnancy, but it's not limited to that. We're not gonna go there. We're just gonna say it's a birth to new ideas, new things, your own traditions and values, right? That's what I'm getting from this. Let's see. What advice can we give to the air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra? What advice can we give them? Thank you so much, Spirit. That's a lot of them. We got hobbies. Now, a lot of us can turn our hobbies into actual careers. If you're a damn good cook, you might be wanting to open your own restaurant or have a cooking class or a cooking show or anything of that nature. I'm not. It's the ideas are unlimitless. Okay, unlimited for your ideas and hobbies. But I'll read that card to you. You also have epiphanies and realizations. There's a lot of blue. That's communication. That represents y'all. And you also got support. I like that. So we're going to go with the hobbies first. As you know. Here we go. How are you spending your free time, dear loved one? When you're going through life changes, hobbies can provide a stress outlet and a meaningful foundation. This card is guiding you to relax, learn, and enjoy yourself. You love to stay busy, and these interests may bring up fun into your hectic life, right? A lot of us turn hobbies into careers because they're very productive. Imagine if you had unlimited time, energy, and money available for your hobby. What's the first thing that comes to mind? That's your inner truth, and there's always a way to make it work on any budget or schedule. So it might start off as part-time work. Other things is joining a group related to your hobby. So meet up with other people so y'all can exchange ideas, like-minded. If you know somebody who like to cook like you, or like to dance like you, or like to do certain things, teach like you, now you might want to start a little, not start, you could, but just join a group or start your own group for that matter. Ain't nothing wrong with being inventive, especially with this Queen of Wands, being assertive, starting your own traditions and values, right? But this can be, it's a playful outlet, and it lets go of stress, right? Additional meanings could be self-employment, careers based on your passions, trying something totally new, and balancing your work and play. But that purple is amethyst for me. I feel like that's strength. That's courage. Now you got this card here. They got the lion on the front with the courage. You got the caduceus in his hand, so it's healing. So I feel like you should definitely do that. And realizations and epiphanies. Bada. Oh, bada. Here we go. The changes you're experiencing are influenced by eternal processes. You've been recognizing important truths, and now you're questioning parts of your life that you once took for granted. You've arrived at some new insights that are making you reconsider your previous choices. What you once felt comfortable with now makes you uncomfortable. You receive this card as acknowledgement of the development, and also as a guidance to take your time in making life decisions and adjustments. Do your research, get support, and adapt to the changes as you feel ready. After all, you don't want to increase your stress levels with radical shifts that you're not prepared for. Now that you have these realizations, make positive change and at a natural and healthy pace. So you don't want to rush into something. Okay? Be confident. Be courageous, like I said. Additional meanings can be meditation, a spiritual path, channeling, and growing apart in relationships. Like I said, sometimes you be like, what the fuck? But it's some swift communication, like I said, coming in. And then that support. I know I said support in the last card. It says getting support, but here go the support card that came out for you. Look at that. You received this card because you've been accustomed to doing everything yourself, and now it's time to request this and receive help. This card is a viable lesson that will allow you to grow in every area, so that you think of it as an investment. Let me tell you something. You might be the one that give in a situation, but sometimes you need to learn that sometimes you're the one in need. It's a slap in the face to the universe, to your divine power, to whoever you pray to, God, as I call him. It's a slap in the face to them to think that you can be the one to help all the time and don't think that you have to receive help. It's a cycle. It's like a give and take. If you can give, you damn sure can receive. And the universe will teach you a lesson in that. This card indicates that it's time for some self-honesty, which you admit that there's more than one area that you could benefit from getting some assistance. This is not the same as telling yourself that you did something wrong. It's just that many parts of your life require a team approach. That's when I said the universe will teach your ass. People pulling together their strengths to help each other. So additional meanings can be money coming to you. Joining a support group. I truly believe you need to do that so you can get new ideas so that you can move forward, because you're already progressive. But sometimes your support don't have to be financial. This is a general, so it could be financial. It's just not limited to that. It can just be needing new ideas. Somebody can show you which way to go. How they say, point me in the right direction. That's help. Child support or alimony, a consultation with a healthcare professional, asking for the support you need, because some of us are so independent, right? We need to act sometimes, and allowing yourself to be supported. Don't turn it down. Okay? So that's what I got for the air signs. A little longer than expected, but I hope it helps somebody. How they say, I don't know how long the message is going to be. I just know what Spirit want me to say to y'all. With that being said, and me switching decks in the middle of the reading, I hope I help somebody. Y'all stay blessed and enjoy your weekend.